We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. believes he has successfully assembled a functional government. He made the announcement during the President's Night organized by the Manila Overseas Press Club. More on this from Marita Muahe.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said he has established a functional government by appointing the best and the brightest cabinet members. In a press conference during the President's Night, Marcos said he was very grateful to his cabinet members, particularly his economic managers, for their efforts to help transform the Philippine economy in the post-pandemic. He said his first 50 to 100 days in government is focused on addressing the various problems in the agriculture sector, as he intends to secure food sufficiency and post-pandemic growth.
I think what we have managed to do in the first 100 days is put together a government which is functional and which has a very, very good idea of what we are targeting in terms of strict economic targets, for example, in terms of the numbers of growth, the numbers of our different measures, the different metrics that we are using for the economy. But beyond that, I think that we still continue to enjoy that the unifying force that the elections became.
In terms of engagements, Marcos believes his efforts in renewing and forging contracts with other countries will showcase the Philippines as a country that is also able to stand on its own. He also described his recent engagements abroad as a coming out party to strengthen partnerships and forge new alliances.
Coming out party for the Philippines, and we are able to explain this is what the Philippines is now. This is what the Philippines looks like after 2.5 years of crisis. This is what the Philippines is doing, and this is how we can help each other, because not any one country is going to manage this transformation by themselves, and we will need each other's help.
The President was joined by Finance Secretary Ben Jokno and officials of the Manila Overseas Press Club, Chairman Tony Lopez and Vice Chairman Mike Toledo, and other distinguished guests. For the Pna Newsroom, I am Marita Muahe.
In the same event, Marcos said the Philippines must play a leadership role in peacemaking negotiations to address regional and global conflict. The President emphasized the need to strengthen ASEAN by presenting a united front to address conflicts in the region, such as the challenges posed by North Korea and the tension between China and Taiwan. He also stressed that several ASEAN member countries may be more effective than just a single country. For the upcoming ASEAN conference, Marcos said he intends to present some of his concrete proposals on what the Philippines can do to attain regional peace. He also reiterated his desire to abandon the idea of nuclear weapons, but noting the need to deal with Russia for fuel supply and Ukraine for agriculture imports. He also wanted to take on a new approach to dealing with the Rohingya crisis in Myanmar, which could involve engaging the military representatives.
And I think it's time to put forward some concrete proposals on what we can do to, at the very least, bring the at least representatives of the military government to the table so we can begin to talk about these things. I'm a great believer in engagement. And I think once the lines of communications have closed, then any hope of a compromise has ended. And so let us continue with that. But again, we must present a united front.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. vowed to support and protect media rights under his administration. During the President's Night organized by the Manila Overseas Press Club at the Sofitel Plaza in Pasay City, Marcos cited his willingness to lend an ear and listen to all their concerns. Acknowledging the crucial role of the press in building an active citizenry, he cited the importance of media's participation in keeping the people well informed and empowered. Marcos also vowed to continue articulating his administration's plans to the members of the media and urged them to effectively communicate this to the public. He also reiterated his call for unity towards progress and the improvement of Filipino lives. On Tuesday, Marcos expressed concern over the killing of veteran broadcaster Percy Lapid and ordered a swift probe of the case. The Bureau of Immigration warns the public of fake social media accounts that use pictures and information of its employees. Immigration Commissioner Norman Tansingos issued the warning amid the reports that several scammers pretend to be BI personnel on social media to trick people into transacting with them. Tansingos reiterated that the BI employees are not authorized to coordinate and make transactions outside BI facilities and outside office hours. He shared that they have already met with the Cybercrime Investigation Coordinating Center to discuss concerns regarding cybercrime that affect BI operations. For verification, the public is advised to call the BI's hotline or reach them through the BI's official social media page. Filipino domestic workers were among those who benefited from a minimum wage hike implemented in Hong Kong. An increase in the minimum allowable wage and food allowance for foreign domestic workers took effect on October 1 after it was announced by the Hong Kong government. A Filipino domestic worker in Hong Kong will now earn a minimum wage of 4,730 Hong Kong dollars or over 35,000 pesos. Meanwhile, the food allowance for those living out of their employees' residence is now at 1,196 Hong Kong dollars or nearly 9,000 pesos. Migrant Workers Secretary Susan Oples said the wage hike comes after a 2-year freeze in Hong Kong due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Oples said the wage increase is a boon to Filipino workers amid the increase in prices. Over 188,000 overseas Filipino workers are settling in Hong Kong, according to the Philippine Overseas Labor Office. That's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We're also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and Radyo Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I'm Stephanie Sevillano. We tell stories that inspire change.